I'm the type of guy, if you want to talk shit, Owen, and you can back it, talk it. If you're right, you're right. I'll give you your props. But if you come in here going, Joey, I sell more tickets than Kevin Hart, I got to look at you and go, you know what I'm saying? Stop it, Owen. Yeah. Stop. I like you. What are you fucking busting my ball for? You know I ate 6 stars.
How can you handle 6 stars?
Because we're in training, Owen Benjamin. You understand me? I'll give you a bag to go, and then you'll be in training, and you'll be a soldier of the church.
This is fucking so intense.
People will see you, and now when they see you, they'll bring you something for your baby and the best edible that city has to make. And they're going to say, we heard you on the church. Here you go. You're in training.
Nice. I'm training hard.
And they'll bring you mushrooms. They'll bring you acid. Yeah, they'll bring you acid, mushrooms, all the fun stuff that you could take in the hotel room by yourself before you see your child.
Just lose my fucking mind.
Sure. With an iPod.
Yeah. But, throw on some Pink Floyd, just fucking take off.
And that's it. It's over. We don't do that much shit no more like that. We don't go back to the room and put music on and sit there and meditate. But what were we talking about? No. So they were going off on Joe. I turned my back just so if I had to take a lie detector test, always turn your back, Owen Benjamin, so you could say, I really didn't see nothing. I turned around. He was on the floor. I don't know nothing.
But when they say, like, did you hear him hitting somebody?
I don't know. Lie detector test will go, they can't commit. They just the main thing is, did you see anybody get hit? No, I didn't. Why not? There was a fucking shooting star. I got to teach you everything Lisa I had. So I turned my back. I thought it was going to go down. This guy wasn't a bad guy. My head was in the wrong place. I was a little sick and tired of the Comedy Store. I didn't like what they had done that night. And to be honest with you, you never like to see your friends get shit on for no reason. So I kind of felt bad, but I always had it out for that guy. And I always had it out for Paulie. And one night I went to the store, maybe a month after that, and he said something to me, and I took it the wrong way and started going off on him. And we grabbed each other, and we yelled at each other, and, you know, I said some dumb shit, and then when I turned around, Steve Byrne was right there. And I never felt so fucking embarrassed in my life. I always apologized to him after that for going off on somebody like him. But the guy was going off on me. I left the store shortly after that and didn't go back till about a year ago. And Saturday, as I walk in to check in, he's sitting in the back row. And I came down, I went to the bar and got a water. When I came back, he was in the hallway. He gave me a big hug. I asked him how Hawaii was. He says he moved to Northern California. And he said he brought me some goodies, and he gave me a little film canister like the 80s filled with this fucking pretty good reefer. He said his brother found the seed in a garage sale or something. And it was an Afghanistan seed, and he's been growing it and shit ever since. So sometimes, you know, it was water under the bridge.
Yeah, good ending.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You can only try. Talk to me about this piano thing.
What do you want to know? Yeah, I said I played piano, and you looked like you wanted to play?
Oh, it killed me. When I was a kid, my mother baptized a girl, and I would spend my summers with that girl's family in Miami. And her mom was a big-time college professor in Cuba. And after she got married and stuff, and she had kids, and she exiled to the United States. Now that she had kids, she wasn't a teacher or a professor anymore, but she still had that state of mind. So when I would spend my summers in Miami, she would basically tell me, by the way, from 9 to 12 here every day, we do schoolwork. Like, there's no fucking going out and playing. There's nothing. You got 2 options. You could either do schoolwork, or you could go be a laborer for Rodolfo. And you're like, wait a second. So if I be a laborer for Rodolfo, I got to be there all day with him, picking up boards and getting bit by dogs and shoveling and shit. Or I could stay here and do 3 hours of schoolwork. Even at that age, I figured out it would help me. So I would stick around. But she had 3 kids. Me and the 2 kids would do schoolwork while the girl played the piano. And let me tell you something, her mother would fucking chastise her to no fucking end for perfection, because she was doing dun 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 dun. No, that's that fucking other song. She was doing some fucking Tchaikovsky type thing at some college at the age of 12. But I'll never forget how much the mother used to torture that girl, how much they went back and forth. But the discipline that she had to have always stuck in my mind.
Yeah, mine wasn't. My upbringing wasn't like that. I
just played
I
it?
just played all. Yeah, that's what I was drawn to. It's like we didn't have a TV for part of my childhood, so we just had a piano, and my dad sang opera. So that's how we got along, and I just liked it. I always liked playing it. And
Never professionally, never thought about it.
no, I mean, I had my piano teacher was a woman named Lucinda, and when I was 11 for Halloween, she went as a dude, and then she got a sex change. So I always thought it was funny because it's like if you're gonna first have a sex change, do it on Halloween because it was like an easier transition. But so then I got taught. It was the same person taught me as a woman and then as a man, and that's when I got fascinated by like gender because it's like I got to see a whole different brain. You know, it's like on testosterone, it was a much different person.
Now, what year was this?
1991.
I remember around that time, either 60 Minutes or 2020 had a whole thing. I had just gotten separated, and I was home, and I was miserable. And 2020 had a thing about a woman, the whole transition. The man,
Yeah.
the whole... So she was a woman first, and then became a man.
Yeah.
What was her new name?
Larry. Still friends with him. Great dude. But yeah, it was...
And how's his life now? Is he married?
Does
he have a wife?
Yeah, he has
Does
a
he have
wife.
a boyfriend?
Wife. Yeah, just chilling, just happy, plays piano. I don't know. All that shit, I don't know. It's fascinating.
How old were you when that happened?
11.
You got balls of steel, kid.
Around the same time, I wasn't a piano teacher, but my dad's friend had a friend who like we'd always be at this place, and it was a guy who was, I don't know if he was transitioning to be a woman, but he was dressing like a woman, and it didn't freak me out, but I think I was around that age. I just didn't understand it. It was like
Confusing.
yeah.
See, I grew up with dudes who put wigs on and just put Scotch tape around their dick and took their chance. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they did the complete check. And sometimes you'd see them and they'd have glasses on with a suit. And sometimes you see them, they were clean shaven with a wig on. You know, it was always an adventure. Spanish people got wild imaginations. They just don't commit, you know.
It's hilarious.
The whole fucking... I've never really known anybody who made the transition in front of me. That's very interesting. Because I see all this transgender stuff, and now you hear about North Carolina and all the bathrooms. And in the back of my mind, I'm going, I don't see these many transgenders.
Right.
All right, you go to Hollywood by Yum Yum Donuts. That's right there on Beverly. That's where it's crack-a-lackin'. That's where you see the whole neighborhood of them. But and they're not even really not full committed. You could tell that they're
just weekend warriors.
They're just weekend warriors and shit. We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.